It's now time for Man versus Woman. It's 11 o'clock in St. Lucia and the rest of the Eastern Caribbean. And I gotta say good morning. Brand new. When was the last time someone referred to you as a brand new co-host?
It's been a while.
It's been a while, huh?
It's been a while,
So how does it feel to be brand new?
Well, it's always good to refresh.
Yeah. I believe that you have to reinvent yourself every once in a while.
That's true.
So this is a reinvention for you, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, brand new co-host. It's time for Man versus Woman once again, and of course, you understand the whole concept of this of the show is for us to get to know each other better. You know, I mean, sometimes we quarrel about it, like man and woman always do.
Yes.
And from time to time, we actually have some of our listeners that will send us. I'm going to start this morning. You got any questions? Anything you want?
No. We're gonna flow this morning, right? We already have our topic. We have our listeners. Big up to everybody in St. Lucia. Hello, good morning, beautiful St. Lucia.
We didn't even say the name yet.
Oh my goodness, no, not yet. But a lot of people already know.
They know yet.
Something quite seasonal. You know when you have a good bouillon, your favorite spot.
Yeah.
Your favorite bouillon.
You don't have to ask if it's there. You know
nah,
it's there.
you just know.
You just know it's there.
So lots of love going out to you, St. Lucia. It's Empress Ika back on the waves, the airwaves, that is.
Right.
Yes, and it's all about Hitz FM 92.1, 91.1, the maximum music authority. All right.
Yes.
So we're bringing on something fresh, something new. You know, a whole revamp. It's always good to change your recipe now and then. There's nothing wrong with mama's recipe, but sometimes you just change one ingredient or you just add a little extra and wow.
Put your own little twist on it, right?
And it's even better.
Is it always is it easier for us to just stick with what we know, or is it, people tend to we talk about recipe and tweaking it a little bit, just be experimentative and try to make something their own? Is it something that we always strive for? You find that people are just laid back and take it as it is?
Now, since we're all about technology, before you had to be in a classroom to learn. Right now, all you need is a laptop. And internet connection. Or a tablet and internet connection. Yeah. And you're good to go. Right. So it's basically we're doing the same thing, but just a little faster, easier, a little smoother. We're right in the modern train. But as far as I'm keeping the goods, like fruitcake, come on, there's the traditional, there's the basic recipe. Once you get the basic correct, that's it.
I can't change it. I want to say good morning to Angel Berry. She's actually locked on in New Jersey, US of A. She just checked me. She said, make sure my tuning is on, okay?
All right.
So Angel is there with us, and of course we've got listeners around the world and right here in St. Lucia.
Angel taking some fouety.
Yeah.
Oh, Angel, we're sending you some cocoa tea via the airwaves, all right?
Yes.
And a hot bake with
bake.
Whatever you like in it.
What do you like in it? What do you like in your bake? Just a plain bake or
as long as the recipe is good, plain.
Plain.
Sometimes butter, some just cheese. You don't have to put too many things in it,
What's your favorite butter? I'm going to take you back. What's your favorite butter to put in hot bread?
People, when last somebody asked you what's your favorite butter, people?
Yeah, when was the last time you put butter in hot bread, and what kind of butter
I don't know,
would you choose if you had a choice?
I like Blue Band.
Blue Band?
I know everybody likes
sunflower. That's so new school.
Yeah, new school, right?
You guys are so modern.
Country Life. Right. That one came in the gold wrapper. I remember that one.
I wasn't even thinking that new. I was thinking Mellow Cream.
Country Life is new.
Mellow Cream.
Well, I didn't really.
Mellow Cream in the tin, the big tin buckets.
Those orange.
The galvanized type bucket.
Wow.
Taking you back a few years, That's a few sunshines, And when that butter melts in your bread, especially when the bread is hot, that runs down your hand.
Oh my gosh!
And as a kid, you're not wasting that, eh? All right.
I remember.
Just 8 or via WhatsApp, you can send us a message. You can give us a call, 489-4781. Add us up, and from time to time, send us some love, yeah.
Yes.
Send us some love. So how was your weekend?
Weekend was a trip, a little drive.
Oh yeah, where did you go? Down
south? Yeah, went to V4.
You went to renew your birthright.
Yeah.
Beautiful island of St. Lucia.
Oh,
this view. How and that's the thing, I'm an advocate for exploring, even at home. You don't have to, leave the island to see something new or something different or revisit something. I don't think enough of us enjoy the beauty of the island.
You see, this morning there were numbers of tour buses, people heading down to Soufrière to get it good.
Right.
And I remember my stint as a tour guide. Yeah, I've done a lot of stuff.
You done?
Oh yes, I've done a few things before.
This is the
Oh yes, and we're approaching the minor basilica of the Immaculate Conception. That's our cathedral, over 100 years old, this and that, blah blah blah, all the information. We have to talk about the square. From the time we leave, from the time the tourists get onto the bus and we leave in Point Seraphine, we have to start the tour immediately. So we talk about Point to the city circuit, talk about the market, arcade.
It just sticks in you, it stays there.
But it's really nice to have people come from all over the world, come on a bus and just enjoy some beautiful scenery, some history. And of course, all the complimentaries that come in there. That
comes with it, of course.
Rum punch is Rum punch is.
All right. We have a quick announcement though. This one is we found someone actually dropped off an ID card and some keys at the studio here, the office here, for Janisha S off here. It's safe, but she needs to come and get it because we don't want to hold on to it.
That's right.
All right. So come on down to Janisha and. All you need to do is just bring yourself along.
I'll repeat.
Yes.
During the course of the shift, so she should get the message.
Also, we want to head over to. We want to shout out the folks over at Carol's Kitchen.
Oh yes.
Right? Thanks for cocoa tea. All right. Angel Berry saying thank you for the cocoa tea.
All right, big up yourself, Angel. All right.
Okay, so Carol's Kitchen. If you're looking for somewhere to have one of the best local lunches in the city, check out Carol's Kitchen. They are located on St. Louis Street and Castries, and on the menu today they have steamed fish, grilled fish, garlic fish, and Creole fish, and it ranges from $25 to $27.
It's a fish fiesta today at Carol's Kitchen.
Yes. If fish is not your thing, they have stewed turkey, stewed backs, stewed chicken, baked wings, chicken and fries. You can have a portion of fries, fish and fries. And that all can be served with sides of mac and cheese, breadfruit. It says sweet potato, yam, green fig, fried plantain, pink beans, and a tossed salad. They also have local juices available. All right. You can call ahead. And they have a WhatsApp number too. And that's their WhatsApp number. So if you want to send a message and order ahead. Now, if you were to have lunch at Carol's Kitchen today, what would your choice be?
Oh, all those fish. I've dined. That's the word. I've dined at Carol's Kitchen before. And what? Carol don't play, Carol don't play. Carol don't play. And I see what do you have there today? Baked chicken, stew backs, all that in that.
Yeah.
All that. That's available.
I think I'm gonna join you, but I'm gonna have the garlic fish.
Okay.
Yeah, that's only $25, and I think it's reasonable. The plate that you get for that, it's. I mean, I couldn't eat all, and I'm a big eater. Food is high up there.
You're a big eater. You see me eat for a bit of food.
Oh,
don't mind my short. I'm short. Don't mind me,
You pack it tight.
Oh yes.
All right. So, folks, head over to Carol's Kitchen. Check them out. And if you want to, want us to advertise your menu for you, give us a call at 457-7488. We do this 3 times in the morning. So, before, during the simulcast show, which is Man versus Woman, and about 12:15 or so. So, check us out, and we'll be more than happy to let the public know where they can eat on a daily basis.
Today. For sure.
All right. So, we got some business out of the way.
Yes.
Man versus Woman. This is your first show. How you feel? You feel like you can handle it though? I mean, I'm usually.
I've done shows alone before in my my tenure, my experience.
No, when I say handle it, because sometimes I can get down on you.
Oh well, and I've gotten the feedback from callers online, but this would be a first for me.
For you.
For a situation like this. So let's go. I'm ready.
You ready to go? You want to do the honors, or do you want me to do the honors? Let's see if I can find the situation. All right. Let's see if we find it. Just to remind you, our phone lines are open. And the number here is 458-2488 or via WhatsApp 489-4781 if you want to make a contribution.
4791.
Did I say
which one is it? Yeah, you said 81.
4781. Yeah.
4781?
Yes.
Okay, well, it looks like I have it wrong here.
Okay, so that we have to correct that.
Yes, because we don't want people sending the messages to the wrong person.
489-478. And we can get started. How about that? Monday, brand new show this morning. And this one is Skin People Look Better Than Us Black Girls. I don't want to be white, but a lighter shade is what I'm looking for. So I started using the bleaching cream, and I'm not sure if bleaching and let me take that again. And so I started using a bleaching cream, and I'm not sure if it has become an obsession. But the lighter I become, the lighter I want to be. All right. Light-skinned women get the best-looking men. They get by easier in life. People in St. Lucia even have more respect for them. It's like when you see a light-skinned person, you just know they're important. I notice, however, there's a different shade between my face and neck that worries me. Okay. Also, whenever I decide to give the cream a break, my dark shades come back. I want to continue to look lighter, but I don't want to use the cream forever. Can you give advice? I mean, I'm glad that we started a little light this morning. Some of these
that's light. That's a heavy topic, you know.
You think it is, eh?
It is. It is. It plays its role in St. Lucia, but it's more of a problem in places like Jamaica.
Jamaica, yes, and, it's a big problem in Jamaica.
Yeah, so that's
some of our neighboring
heavy.
islands too. You find people are up to, and it's glorified by, for example, some of the artists of the day. You know, the Vibes Cartel and some of the others.
Because he did it himself.
Yeah, Spice was pointed out the other day for doing the same. So it's should I say it's a trend? I think it is.
Yeah.
I think it's more of a trend because I mean, to me, I'm happy the way I am. The only thing is I lost a few pounds, and I would love to gain it back because I've always known myself to be a heavier set type of person. When changes like these come about the body, if it comes naturally or for because of illness, bleach myself, maybe I can say that, but a darker skinned person might say, well, boy, I've always struggled with being secure or insecure with my color. People are, from time to time, you find people who would tell you that they rather be lighter, and those are the ones that actually seek the alternative ways of lightening their skin,
yes.
the skin tone. And then
wow. Okay, a topic that still, I have my whole perception of that. So I'm trying to look at it a bit lighter, but it's such a heavy situation.
That's how she's looking at it.
Yeah,
too,
she's
no pun intended.
No pun intended. But she's trying to look at it lighter. But what? In a day like today, skin, all shades. Firstly, there are all shades of black. Even the most shabinistic. I'm not sure if that's that's a word, but
we'll work with it.
We will work with it.
Yes.
Even the most fair or the fairest of them all is still a shade of black.
Right.
Right? We have some really light-skinned people. We have our people who are albino.
Albinos, yeah.
Right now, women trying to make themselves fit in. Now, according to the letter, she's saying that she has always thought that light-skinned people looked better. I guess the shade probably comes across better with a certain, with clothes, with hairstyles, with makeup. I'm not sure. Probably that's what we normally used to seeing as we grew up on TV, on the internet, and how we react with each other on a daily basis. Where the lighter skin girl.
And I believe too. Sometimes there's an old saying: if you don't know it, you want it. Right. Could that be a case with us with a lot of the women today? I mean, because they're darker skin, and I'm sure there's a lot of lighter skinned women who say that I'd rather be darker.
I know one for sure. Yeah? I know one for sure. There's this friend of mine. She's a great singer, and she's always darker. Yeah. She's always saying that she wish she could have been, a little toasty, a little toast, put a little color on there.
Stayed in the oven a little longer.
Yeah, but because she says she loves to see black skin, she likes to see, that dark shade. But she's light and she's comfortable with it. She doesn't have a choice. That's what she was born with. Well, on the other hand, I believe it's all about society and what we grew up knowing, what we grew up believing that maybe because of breeding as well. Because, we're going all the way back to slavery, where the plantation owners would literally breed. Yes, like but it's literally 50 sheep.
And that's the thing, I believe, too, that self-esteem plays a big role in one's ability to accept the color that you are. And when do you get up and say this and decide that, look, I don't want to be dark anymore? Is it a trend you're following everyone else, trying to fit in?
It seems so.
Is it that maybe she just has a low self-esteem and she feels that her color is what's really holding her back from achieving whatever goals or getting to where she wants to be in life? It seems
so, because she did mention they look better, and it seems like the lighter skinned women actually get men. They're more preferred by men.
I don't know if you ever heard the saying, the blacker the berry.
They know all the sayings. The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice, the older the grapes, the better the wine. I know, something like that.
I mean, to me, I've always admired, women of all color, as a matter of fact. I mean, that's the thing. What it is that I believe, though, that you have to sort of be okay with you. That's the first step. You have to accept you for who you are. That's what it is. When a person decides to change the way they look, whether it's through plastic surgery or in this case bleaching cream or bleaching.
We're gonna get into that bleaching thing just now.
It tells me that you're not happy with you. You're not out to happiness, and with it, our happiness really has to start within ourselves, our being. You gotta heal you before you're able to heal anything outside of you. And I think that's where the problem really starts. Bleaching has now become an epidemic as far as I'm concerned.
Well, it's like when the ladies go to the hair salon to change their hairstyle. To me, that's what it is. To me, that's what it's like. When the ladies go to the salon to change their hair.
Right.
So they believe you change your hair, you change your clothes. What next? Change your skin.
That's
what they make it sound. Yeah, they make it sound so easy like that.
Bleaching now. I mean, if you were to follow bleaching in Jamaica, it's a big problem. The healthcare system now is being worried. They're worrying about what the outcome of some people go through some real harsh treatment to get that right skin color. Sometimes you hear about it and you can't believe that people are actually using cleaning products. Stuff that's meant to kill germs and scrub and wash, bleach and all. They're using that stuff.
Yeah, I've actually heard once a woman was saying how, right here in St. Lucia. The woman says she buys her bleach by the jerrycan, the small, I guess a gallon or two.
Right.
And she always bathes with her bleach.
With bleach to enhance her
bleach in
skin.
the water, yeah.
How could that be healthy?
Wow.
How could that?
That's death. To me, that's death. Really killing your skin.
You're killing your skin, and
our skin is our largest organ.
The thing is, and it's there to protect us from. So when you do skin diseases, especially cancer,
lots of cancer,
and our young lady here, I don't know. I really do believe that you need to check yourself, right? Because I believe this is a case of self-esteem. She's not happy, and again, we're not careful how we do these things, because she says the lighter she wants to be.
Yeah, it's an obsession.
It becomes an obsession.
It becomes. It's like it's like crack.
Yeah.
It's like an addictive drug, where you see good results. So let's see how further we can go. And then now she's saying she's worried that her face and her neck they don't match anymore.
Right.
2 different colors. And when she stops using the cream, everything goes back to black.
Exactly.
Well, that's just to show you that it's not a natural process, and the body will try its best to fight for as long as it can to remain natural, to get bad, where the skin literally starts to blister. There's that sensitivity to light and sunlight. You cannot go out in the sun anymore. You always have to be covered. Certain temperatures you won't be able to stand anymore.
Exactly.
You're in the Caribbean. Sometimes we just get about 85 degrees and everybody's screaming, "Whoa, it hot." And it's only 85, far less when you overseas, and we have 96, 97-degree weather where it's much hotter. And then there's that extreme cold as well, winter. You have to think of all these things when you think of bleaching. What you want to do later in life, if you want to go on vacation, there is snow and there is sunshine all over the world. So how your skin gonna cope with that?
And that's the thing. Let me just take something from Wikipedia here. It talks about it defines what skin is in an attempt to lighten the skin or provide an even skin color by reducing the melanin concentration in the skin. All right, videos out there, especially on YouTube that talks about the especially in Jamaica. So you want let us play one of those. So I just want to do this because I want our listener to get an idea as to how dangerous this practice can be. All right, so let's see if we can get this video to work for us. Okay.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Jackie. Oina. Jagga, 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 jagga. Jagga, 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 jagga. Jagga, jagga, jagga. So in today's video, I was going to talk about something that is so serious. In fact, I almost was not even going to dive into the topic, but we're going to talk about the topic of skin bleaching because honestly, why are we not past this? Like, why? Why are we still doing this? Okay. All right. That's a rhetorical question. I understand why it's still a thing, but like, I'm a dark-skinned black woman and you guys know what the deal is about my platform, my channel. Everything that I advocate and stand for completely goes against what's been going on in popular culture as of lately. So today we're just going to get glam together. I figured videos like these are probably a lot easier to follow along if I'm like doing something versus just sitting here talking to camera. And I haven't really kind of done a call to action video like this in a while, but like I just felt so compelled that I'm here. So without further ado, I'm just going to roll right into it. All right, so I'm applying primer, my Too Faced Hangover RX. I have been pretty vocal about something that recently most of you guys probably already know about, in that Black China just recently collaborated with a brand called Whitenacious. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it. Put it this way, it's a bleaching cream company that has the name white in it, okay? Those are the important things. All right, this is first I'll leave my skin tune blur. China Honey collaborated with this company that specifically targets the African community, not just the African American community here in the US, but they specifically target Africans because we all know how big and how prominent colorism is, specifically in Africa and Asia. You know, it's just, there's no denying that this is an existing problem. So when I found out that Black China was not only collaborating with this brand, like she came out with her own like limited edition version of this face cream, as they call it, and to like, I guess, announce the collab, they are having like the official launch in Nigeria, and they're having like some type of launch event. I'm not sure if it's a meet and greet or whatever it is. Black China and Whitenacious are both going to Nigeria, okay, to celebrate this collaboration, this launch. And there's just something so insulting about going to a country that you know will eat this product up, and you are directly capitalizing off of the idea that these people that live in this country, and we can't even say women because I know men that use bleaching creams too, but the fact that like you're going into a country that you know is vulnerable and is going to eat this product up is just like, wow, sis. I'm applying Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the shade Shy. So when I found out about this, I really felt some type of way at the fact that like we all know who Black China is. Black China is very relevant. Black China is very mainstream. Arguably, you could say she's a household name. Not only are you normalizing the problem and the epidemic of skin lightening and colorism in the Black community, but you are like attaching it to a mainstream, and for some people that is their role model. That is somebody that they aspire to be. Like, I was pissed because once I saw Nigeria, I got triggered, and I can't help the fact that I got triggered, but like it really bothers me when I see people, you know, taken advantage of. So needless to say, you damn straight I felt some type of way, and I tweeted about it. I wasn't expecting this to get the response that it did. I got some comments from people that were like, well, bleaching cream is already there. Okay, cool. Not the point. Like, all I basically said was keep this trash out of Nigeria. Multi-sculpting concealer, Too Faced. Now, I realized that by me doing this video, me tweeting, me talking this video, it's not going to change the mind of every single person who's ever thought about bleach, currently bleaches their skin, or is hoping to do it. But like, that's beside the point. I started my YouTube channel 10 years ago because I said I wanted to help dark women find the beauty in makeup. And I always said, if I only help one woman, I'm good with that. This is literally no different at all. So anyway, we got the conversation started on Twitter. I was pretty vocal and pretty upset. And you know, like, I feel like, why would you be shocked that I'm calling attention to this? Like, it's a pretty sore subject for a lot of people, not just me. So I tweeted a couple things, some tweets, and the owner of the company, just quite the charmer. Yeah. The owner of the company, like, literally came right for me, right for my throat. like for no reason. First of all, if you don't like that people are speaking out against skin lightening and skin bleaching, I'm sorry, you're in the wrong business. Like, this is something that the majority of people roll over and just accept as normal. It's not. So either you get thicker skin and get over it when you see people responding, or you go to nursing school or do something else, okay? Pick a different profession. So anyway, I understand why this girl was upset. I do. I saw what I tweeted and I was very obviously against what she was doing and this whole collaboration in general. I understand. But in response to my tweet, she lashed out and started calling me all these names, all of these insults. This is what people do when they don't have anything else to say. They come for your looks. They come for, you know, what you look like. They come for your natural God-given features, which is the dumbest thing you can do. Oh, I'm fine. I'm gonna make fun of how you look naturally. The girl, her name's Cynthia, said just a bunch of other disgusting things because, you know what, at the end of the day, no one is gonna go that hard the way that she did if you didn't feel guilty. If you slept okay at night knowing that you contribute to the downfall of people who look like me, if you had no guilt associated with that, you wouldn't have went as hard as you did. Let's be real. It's not even worth responding because it's like, you know.
All right, so that was the voice of Jackie Aina. She's a well-known blogger, and she has, over the last few years, she's one of the people that celebrate, you know, black skin, you know, and she was appalled at a very famous Black China.
Imagine that.
Yes, and she has been endorsing a bleaching product.
Yes.
Right. A couple of things came to mind while she was talking there. Talks about the way we perceive and the way we look at people bleaching and the whole culture of bleaching. And that's how I feel. I feel that we idolize people too much. You know, everyone wants to be the next Vibes Cartel or the next this or the next that. Nobody wants to really stay in their own skin and be themselves. And it's a culture that we actually need to change. We need to change that whole mindset. Bleaching is an international issue now.
Yes, it is.
It's not home to Jamaica anymore. It's not home to any small country. It's as she says, Nigeria. They were planning to bring this product into Nigeria, where they know a lot of women would gravitate.
Yes, they would
towards it. So whilst companies are making a lot of money, we are damaging our skin. And I'm saying this just to let our writer know that this is a big, you know, and that's how it starts. It starts with you just want.
Yes, and it's something that you constantly have to be replenishing because if you're using a certain product, you have to use the whole line and you have to use it on a daily basis, and you know, all these things cost effective.
Very,
starting off by purchasing it, and then the problems that it would cause, that you have to spend money to try to make yourself well again.
The addiction and obsession. Can we change that to addiction? Yeah. And can we change the fact that when you're addicted, just like any other drug, it's costly and it damages your life.
It does. So our listeners, you could feel free to call us at 458-2488. And of course, any messages on the WhatsApp platform as yet. 489-4781. Right, that's our WhatsApp platform. So you could always join the conversation. All right, it's Hitz FM 92.1, 91.1, the Maximum Music Authority. It's Man versus Woman. And today, Empress Ika alongside Asylum in the building. And it's all about this, our writer today, a woman who says that she has she did say that it has already begun affecting her because she says there is a difference between the shade of her face. She takes a break from the cream. Why are you taking a break from the cream? All these questions you need to ask as well, you know. When she takes a break, her darkness comes back.
Because it's temporary. It's not meant. So in order to maintain that color that you're working towards, you have to keep buying this cream.
Yes,
you have to keep buying this product, and that's the addiction right there. You know, I mean, just like a drug addict, if you have to get your fix. You're always thinking of what's the newest product on the market, or what else can I do to make my skin lighter.
Now you're talking about celebrities. We just mentioned Black China,
right?
Endorsing that bleaching product, whether it was for medical reasons, because remember that whole vitiligo issue with Michael Jackson,
right,
and that was an uproar.
But at the time, it was a big time. I mean, there are people who actually use these things to even out their skin.
It did affect him.
It did.
It affected him for the rest of his life. It did. whatever treatments, whatever drugs, whatever he had to do. Because, watching the Michael Jackson biographies, watching, his movies and stuff, you would find out that he was in a lot of pain most of the time.
Most of the time. We have a message here. Okay, let's take a call. We have a call coming in. Hitz FM, good morning, live.
Yes, morning, sir. How are you all doing in there?
Not too bad, not too bad. How are you doing?
Okay, let me just slow that volume on my radio.
Okay, that's great, yeah.
Yeah. Well, using all those creams and things to bleach, and it costs more effective at the end of the day. I want to know why, like, sponsor the ladies and all this, and some of them have, the color is fine,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they still want to bleach themselves, the face and the face fair, the neck black.
Right. That's because they can't afford to do the entire body.
So why in the beginning for them to stop?
Again, and as the same goes for women too, who you see a lot of makeup on their face, and the shades that they use. The shades are there's such a big difference between their actual skin tone and the shades that they use. You see a sort of a mask around their face. Like.
Well, caller, I think it's up to, when it comes to women, it's up to men. It's up to you men to reassure us. A lot of us, we lack the confidence. We always look towards the men to give us that upliftment, to make us, feel that we're beautiful just by telling us. So what do you say?
I don't want no mascara,
Oh yeah.
You're a natural guy.
Yeah, I understand, but it's up to what do you think about this statement that I made? It's up to you will not stand for. So if you're that kind of man, you'll not stand for that. You let your woman know you're not standing for that, and your money, your hard-earned money, not going towards that sort of stuff.
Right.
But what do you say, caller?
I don't know. My wife says no putting no kind of makeup, not even lipstick. She was
right.
Yeah, so I'm all natural, man.
You're a natural.
No, the way she is, like she only put a pair of earrings, and that's fine.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's why you're there.
but let me tell you something. It's 13 years I play now, so.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. Congratulations to you.
All right. So, caller, what advice do you have for our writer here today? Because initially, her final question is she wants to continue to look lighter, but she doesn't want to use the cream forever.
So why she want to use lighter, and what's wrong with her color?
Well, like she said, she believes lighter skinned people look better than the black girls. They get the men, they get the jobs, they get everything. So
the man go with all natural, man.
Yes.
I don't say putting a little makeup is bad. And at the end of the day, you wash up your face before you go to bed. But all those bleach and those lashes and those things, no man, I want no large blessing.
All right, caller.
All right, caller. Thank you very much.
Okay, my lady did not feel offended,
Who, me? No, he should see me.
She's all
No,
natural.
Asylum will describe
natural.
what I look like. I have a big pair of glasses on my face.
All natural.
All right, you all have a good day, man.
All right,
Okay,
thank you very much, caller. All right.
Oh, well, he knows what he likes.
Yes, there you go.
All right.
We got a message as it says, I didn't hear you read the... Okay, so this person wants us to read the letter. Also have another one that says, the young woman needs to stop pay attention to what's happening with other people and live and embrace your black skin before you give yourself cancer. Self-love is the best love, and this is coming from one of our listeners via WhatsApp. Our WhatsApp number once again is 489-4781, or you can call us directly in studio. Our line here is 458-2488. Another one says, if she wanted to be lighter, she would have been lighter. Sweetheart, you're dark. Stay that way. Don't try to impress people. And peer pressure could be a big thing too. You know what I mean? Maybe she hangs around with some shabins and she feels the need to fit in with the shabins.
Or shabins have more fun?
Yeah,
not
more
all the
fun.
time.
Not all the time, yeah.
So I don't know.
That's a misconception. Know that the lighter skinned people get away with more or have life easier?
Well, what the Americans say, blondes have more fun.
Yes.
Or like I just said, shabins
So
have
down
more
here
fun.
we have shabins have more fun.
Well, that's what they say.
Yeah.
That's what they say. Maybe like again, it goes through our history of the plantation owners and the slaves and the mulattoes getting the preference. the lighter skin slaves getting to be housed.
It's an idea that's been implanted in our heads a very long time ago.
It has to be. Mm-hmm. It has to be.
Now, the lighter skin people, the house slaves are always the lighter ones. Also, sure, especially in the workplace or maybe in life in general, you know. Shabbins. You keep hearing shabbins have more fun. Shabbins get the job. They get the men. They get. Do you really believe that so?
Well, we'll need to do some sort of some sort of test.
Because me as a man, I believe that I usually put personality before looks, before color.
Good. So the question goes to you now.
The question goes to me.
Would you prefer shabbins or darkies?
You know, as long as someone's able to have a conversation with me and be able to you know, when you come to someone who you see has goals, and that's what's important to me. I don't care what you look like. I don't care your size. I don't care your color. I don't care with that. It's someone who I believe that you know, has ambition, has a drive, wants to become somebody or better their position in life. That's what I look for. And I think a lot of men that I know, I mean, man versus woman, a lot of men that I know, that's what they look for. If a man has ends up with a woman and even if she's a stay-at-home mom, he wants to know when he puts money in her hands that she's gonna take care of it.
Yes. Well, for the writer again, we need to revisit. You'll definitely need to revisit your self-confidence. Sometimes it's fake people. That's why they want you to put a mask on as well, because they themselves, they're not genuine. There are people who there are men who definitely prefer shabbins. They will come out straight and tell you, my girl, shabbins alone I like. There are other men that would say, me, big girls alone in my corner. Big girls alone.
Exactly.
They have other small girls, short girls. Everybody have their preference.
So it depends on what corner you lime in, right?
Yeah.
And we can actually throw ourselves into that in this type of situation too, because of the people that we're surrounded by, you know. You know, again, peer pressure is a big thing. It has always been. This one says she needs to stop using the cream on her skin. I don't think skin tone makes a difference in life. It's all about personality and what's in.
And also for our writer here, since she did ask a question, initially saying, I want to continue to look lighter, but I don't want to use the cream forever. There are everything has a natural alternative in life.
My thing is though, why does she feel the need to continue on?
There has to be some
as to why she feels the need. Is she that dark? And did she ever hear again the old saying, the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice?
And all the successful black
women
that are of celebrities right now, from
exposing herself to cancers and all the other, you know, illnesses that come with it, she still wants to be lighter.
That's the thing.
She might not necessarily want to continue with the cream, but she wants to be lighter. To me, in her mind, she feels that she's not good enough as is. And I believe what she needs to do is check herself, and if in fact she's trying to fit in, or maybe she's with a man who she knows prefer lighter women, so she feels that if she's lighter she'll stay with. No, you're not gonna stay with him, because eventually if it's about skin color, he will find somebody lighter than you, no matter how light you get.
That's true. And there are, like I said, there are natural products that you can use, because some of us, it's already burnt into our heads that that's what we want to do. And if if you're looking for a more natural solution, aloe vera gel. Also, I'm seeing lemon juice, yogurt, honey, milk. All these things are delicious, but I didn't know they were to lighten the skin. And it also fights natural acne. That's nice. All right, so we do have natural alternatives. You could do some masks. You could do some pastes. Like I said, some lemon heads. Because you have to do it constantly.
I mean, I love my skin color, and there's no reason why I would want to. As a matter of fact, I'm darker now than I was. I'm darker now. And if you have to go through that to maintain the skin color, that's like a job by itself. Every day you're gonna be doing this, and I believe that when it all boils down, is it really worth it? The time that's invested and the money that's invested, because you're not gonna get papaya for free all the time.
No.
You're not gonna get turmeric for free all the time. Even if you don't, you opt for the cheaper, more natural way of doing it. It still has a cost attached to it.
It does.
What happens when you get to the point when you can't afford it anymore? Then your skin goes right back to someone says, tell her, Asylum, I love natural beauty. And if she thinks that she can't get a man or make friends because she's dark, tell her to look elsewhere. Tell her I love dark women. Tell her swim my way. Okay, so there you go.
That, eh?
There you go, simple as that. You're getting hooked up one time.
50 Shades of Black, people. 50 Shades of Black. All shades of black. From the lightest to the darkest, all bread have its cheese.
Exactly.
And butter too.
Everybody has his cheese and butter. So it's not just cheese alone. You're getting cheese and butter. Self-esteem has a big part to play with this. Yes. I'm going to go back to that, and I keep repeating it because I believe that if you're comfortable the way you are, there's no need for you to worry about changing your skin tone or any of that kind of thing. I believe we're all made the way we are. Some of us have light appearance and we come out darker.
Oh, yeah.
That's just the good Lord saying.
Or vice versa. Darker parents, lighter child. And it's all because of, generations grandparents.
Exactly.
It happens.
I believe the good Lord made us all the way we are, and we should be happy with that. When you decide that you don't like your color and you're going to change it, you're going against the works of the good of the higher
of the Creator.
You're going against His work. And if I'm in a relationship with someone and they are obsessed with bleaching, I think that would be a turn off for me. That would definitely be a big turn off. Because at the end of the day, you might have gotten into that relationship with someone because of their color, and then they go and change it on you. It means that I might have to change. We have a call coming in here. Let's see who's on the line. Hitz FM, good morning, you're live.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, how are you? Go ahead, caller, we're listening.
Hello?
Yes, go.
Yes, where do I begin? Right now, the girl, she has an obsession with being white.
Being white.
With being white. Now, if you're not comfortable in your, that's how you'll always see it. That's how you'll always see people have more respect. Let me tell you, you have to demand your respect. You have to put yourself in a position to gain respect, not because of your skin color. Get that out of her head. Right now, I don't think she needs therapy. She needs to gain some kind of control, because that's right now there it's becoming a sickness to her, because she's very obsessed with being white skin. My girl, if you're not comfortable in your skin, you'll always see people disrespecting you. You have to earn your respect. You have to You have to accept that that's how God make you. Now this bleaching cream and this this thing's not good. These things have the after effect. How should I say the
side effect
with this thing. When you put it on your face, if you put it not properly by a nose, you see all your face white and at the corner of your nose black. Your neck and your face not the same complexion. That's money wasted. Your God-given complexion. Be comfortable in your skin and stop worrying about gain your respect. The light skinned people probably saying the same thing. The shading people probably saying the same thing. You have to have your self-esteem, and as if, you don't have to be like that. Tell the girl to try and gain her self-esteem. All right. Because the way she will make herself sick. She will just make herself sick. And this cream thing, this is not to pass on your whole skin every day. It's just like if you have a little, probably a dark eye or a dark spot, and you want to pass a little bit of this thing to have to use. You don't have to use a whole bunch of thing on your face, making you look like a yes. So
Okola, like I said, you could use natural remedies like lemon juice, papaya, turmeric, all these things.
Is not doing nothing. The natural remedy is not nothing. That's your God-given complexion.
Right. Exactly.
God gives you that. You have to embrace it.
I mean, my question is, when do you get up and decide, okay, I don't like my color anymore? At what point in life?
Well,
at what point in life?
It's probably around her. It's probably around her.
Right. So I think that's a main issue there is the people she hang out with and her self-esteem is, as you pointed out.
Probably that's what she right now she have it in her head. So obviously it will turn to an obsession, and now she'll get sick. She will get herself sick because she'll be wondering, like, so she needs to get that out of her mind and find something constructive to do with her time than to think about complexion. That's what God gives you. You must accept it and be grateful. God make you for a reason, and if He wanted to make you fair skin or white, He would have done that.
Right. Bleaching creams, you can't go out in the sun, you can't go to the beach, you can't enjoy
a lot of things you cannot do.
And
imagine I had a friend of mine that was using that. She reached a point when she was using it on her daughter. She was using it on her daughter. Right now she go overseas, and let me tell you, she looking like a white woman, but all her finger knuckles black.
Yes, you can actually see.
She's not listening.
You actually seeing that's not her complexion. And let me tell you, she was putting monster. So I will not tell the person nothing. I wouldn't tell the person nothing because it comes to a point where it question a sickness. Nobody
talk to them again. Yeah. No, you said it comes to a point where
they sometimes they hide it when they see for true. Sometimes they hide in it. Sometimes if you do that,
they can't because you see it in their complexion. You know that they're
something is
wrong. You see it. Some of them not using it properly, and then you know that the knuckles. You always know in your real complexion when you watch your knuckles.
Let me check my knuckles.
Can I
check your knuckles? I want to check your knuckles in first. Everything's one color. It was one color.
She's fair skin. She's fair skin, and you actually see the knuckles black, and she don't know how stupid she looks.
Okay. All right, Carla. All right.
Anyways,
thank you very much for your contribution.
Yes, thank you so much for calling.
Yes.
You know, fired. There are a lot of people who still believe that you have to be comfortable in your own skin. I believe that when someone decides to change their skin color, that's a big move. That's not like painting your house.
Something that is natural. Something that I my thinking is always, some of us human beings, the things that we do to ourselves and the things that we think of or the things that we do to other people. The question never comes across your mind, Asylum, to say, some people think the Creator is a mad person, is a mad being. The Creator has no control. It's just like doing mad things.
Right, just allowing people to do
just
mad
allowing, things. People just, that free will that we have to do whatever we want. But you see the consequence? Ooh,
That's the issue. That
little thing called consequence, that karma thing that comes back, that boomerang. That's what that hits us.
And I'm also anxious to know if do these people actually think of life when they get...
You're a senior now.
Yeah, when you're a senior and the tattoos don't look as... Your skin doesn't hold the tattoo as nice as it used to.
All that bleaching. What happened?
Exactly. We have to start to pay attention because at the end of the day, if a chemical is strong enough to take out the melanin in your skin... Just ask yourself, what are you putting into your body?
Yeah.
And I'm sure this bleaching is going to bring about some new diseases or some new illnesses.
Yeah, already.
And
the first thing is cancer. So there's always something. Once it's something radically abnormal like that, the first...
That young lady don't even know how God well designed her for her skin color. You want to go and spend money on your natural skin and affect your entire life. She needs to see a consular to really talk to her concerning that.
Exactly. She needs some help.
Because she will not stop just so eventually because of the practice she have already and the thinking.
Right.
In her foot. Like she will not just stop. So she needs to have a good consular at least to speak to her and tell her, right, God will create her in her own image. And she's hell looking good. Her complexion is good.
I'm anxious too.
She have to eat also. It's healthy to refresh inside of her. So
right.
if your inside is good, your outside is shining.
All right.
Yes,
all right.
Be careful when you're talking about shabbing, all right? Because 99% of the shabbing is, wow, you all know exactly, they're extremely most of my partners that married to shabbing divorce already.
Oh. So there could be a downside to that too also. All right.
So probably that will be the other show.
Yes, definitely. Yes. Thank you very much for your call.
All right, buddy.
We got another message here really quick. We got about 3 minutes left. Wow, time really flew, eh? It says, a member of the St. Lucia Cancer Society, and my message to this young lady is to stop using this product. Skin cancers, let me take that off. Skin cancer or any type of cancer is not nice. It's not a nice thing to have. You're dark or black, however you want to put it, just stay that way and be beautiful. All right, so this is coming from a member of the Cancer Society. I think DJ Shorty, who actually have a fundraising coming up. The Cancer Society have a fundraising coming up sometime soon. I'm pretty sure I saw something to that tone. But going back, I believe self-esteem has a big part to play with it. If you've gotten to the point where you even though you know all the harm that bleaching can bring to you still want to find a way to, it tells me that you already become an addict. You're addicted to it. So you definitely, as our caller just said, the blind farmer from Blasha just said, you need some help. You need some counseling, and not sure what's available. And maybe that's something we can look into to see what's available, because this is becoming a big problem here in St. Lucia.
We need some, I'm not sure how far shock therapy goes as far as seeing, because pictures tell a story.
Right.
And you could just go online and Google the side effects of bleaching, and believe me, you would see some pictures that would scare you. Research as well to see what happens in the long run. Don't mind the celebrities. They have the earnings to maintain themselves on a daily basis, and still they get sick afterwards, and still have to spend money to take care of themselves. But if you're not in a situation where you can definitely control and you have the money, you can do it constantly. It's up to you, but you remember there is a side effects in the long run. But writer, just to let you know that you should stop immediately. Stop immediately. I did mention natural remedies because you can only advise someone, but you can't force them. But there are natural remedies that you can look towards as well, which would be better. It wouldn't be so harsh on your skin, and it's all natural. And there are also counseling. You should definitely seek counseling. See if you can speak to Lucia, where you can definitely call toll free, and I'm gonna look into that to give you that number during the course of the day. Where you could call and speak to someone, and again, research, see the effects, see the pictures, see the horror of what happens.
Yes, the harsh reality.
Because remember when we went to school and we had to do those SBAs, those projects on different diseases. You had to look at the horrible ones.
Exactly.
To understand this is what will happen if you have that. So, these things we could work on that, and of course, self-esteem. Speak to someone who loves you the way you are, and ask them questions. What is it that you like about me so much? What is it that I'm doing wrong? Because there are people at home or people at work, people around you who look at you, and someone has probably told her, hey, what you doing? Something different about you. What you doing? That's someone who cares. So you could talk to that person, because that person already noticed a change. Speak to that person. Let me help you. Let me see if we can speak to someone, and stop immediately, because we're looking at cancer and other health issues.
To wrap things up, writer, I'm just going to make it very, very short. Self-love. Love yourself. Don't let no friend, no boyfriend, no girlfriend, no auntie, no uncle tell you that your color is an issue for you. That should not be an issue for you. Love yourself, and I believe that if you go that route, you'll realize that in loving yourself, that your color plays an important role, and you will leave it as is. And if you go back to your old color, don't worry about it. Embrace it. You don't need to bleach for anyone. You don't need to be a shabin. You can be a black shabin if you want. Brand yourself as a shabin. You don't have to shabin.
What is it? 50 Shades.
50 Shades. Exactly. Love yourself. Love yourself. And I believe this is a big issue right here. This writer has fallen out of love, and so someone else or other people. And they're telling her that we prefer shabins.
Right.
Go back to loving you. Just about 2 minutes after the hour. The time went by really fast, eh?
Yes, so this has been Man versus Woman today, touching on a very, very important topic in society, skin bleaching.
Yes.
And thank you so much, Writer, for, giving us your experience and for asking the advice. And I'm sure that our callers and our messages, those listening, probably, give you something to think about.
Right.
So we do hope to get a brand new topic for you tomorrow. And we explore some more.
Of course.
Right?
And of course you would have viewed us live on GVD TV channel 115. Want to say thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much to the guys over at GVD. We'll catch you guys tomorrow, same place, same time. And this is your boy Asylum.
All right, one more time. And that's on St. Louis Street. All right, in Castries, right next to opposite. That would be the back of the SDA Church.
SDA Church, right.
In town. Right. So people, today we have lots of great fish dishes on the menu, ranging from $25 to $27.
Right.
We have steamed fish, grilled fish, garlic fish, Creole fish.
Garlic fish.
Yeah, I understand, but you see, Creole fish deals with tomato sauce. Tomatoes and onions and
that's like your ballpark right there.
Take it easy. All right, okay. Right, and then
they have stewed chicken. Let's see, stewed turkey, stewed backs. So it's a stew kind of day too, eh?
Big chicken.
Right, big wings. You can also have chicken and fries for the young ones if you take fast food. Portion of fries, fish and fries, and that's served with tossed salad, pink beans, fried plantain. They have